shares. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman on this Tuesday, the 24th of September. We're looking at the Dow. Now it's down just a little, down 5 points. Made a new all-time high. Now, I want to talk about this. I'll talk about it right now. So in this particular pattern, the cup and handle pattern, I usually discuss it and say it's not one of my favorite patterns because when the price breaks above the left side lip and goes into this, so you've got a large cup and then the handle, when it breaks in the handle pattern on the right and takes out the left side lip, what happens is it does go higher, but invariably it comes back and retests the left side lip. It's either the 41,585, high of the 29th of August, or even the 41,376, but I like to go to the higher left side lip, in this case, peak C. Now, we had a whole bunch of things going on. I used a phantom peak, and then I said, eventually there should be a D if this is correct in the waveform, and the 9-period moving average had held very strongly above the 14, and then even as it went lower and lower, it held green, that it should go to a D. Now, this particular pattern, when you take a long time in the Chapman wave methodology, a long time to go from a peak C, and then you make this kind of cup or V-shaped pattern, and you then go to a D. As I was saying last week, it is not invariably, but often enough, and I mean way over 50%, when it does that, the power of this move from the low that was made, the handle low, says that if there is an instant restart, meaning in the Chapman wave within 3 bars, there's a new recovery high, very often it continues higher and it can get, it almost reactivates for a brand new Chapman wave instant restart buy signal, upgraded almost immediately to a buy mode, going to a higher D. And then I say, well, there's a conflict here because the one says in this cup and handle pattern, the handle, unlike the Chapman wave cup and ladle, where it goes powerfully through the left side high and goes to a D almost immediately, and then comes back and only tests the left side lip before going even higher. This is a different format. So I've got two conflicting chart formations with different results on each one. If it's an instant restart, then normally what I would do is I grab the two, all right, I grab this and make a yellow circle. And that yellow circle implies that you've got within, same as here, right there, that within 3 bars, in this case, both times it's 2 bars, the July one had the same thing, that there will be, oh, you can't see it because it's inside the rectangle formation. There will be a higher high. If that high is from that leg E/potential A is very strong, invariably that becomes just almost like a single leg, and then you come back down, right? You've got that exact example unfolding now in stock that we own, but I'm just not talking about it in that regard. I'm talking about just in the Chapman wave methodology where I said that instant restart, if it has a peak, if it makes a leg within 2 to 3 bars, in this case it did within 2 bars, and then pulls back and then makes a higher high, that's really the perfect instant restart. This one says you can go to a leg E and then you're probably going to pull back. Well, look what's happening at 73.40. I just need to mention that we have been long since 57, taking a little bit off. It's pulled back and it's not making, so far the 9's still way over the 14. That's a very strong thing, but it's really pulling back. So let's go back to the Dow. I know it's like a little complicated because it sounds like a Friday Chapman wave explanation of the techniques in live in real time, but I am going to make this very clear. If there is underneath this low, the leg D low of 41,832, if there is a move under 41,800 in the next few days, few sessions, then that negates this instant restart and says, no, it's just a peak E or whatever it is, and it's going to be coming back. And that means you've negated that whole thing, and it's really the cup and handle formation. If, in fact, we hold steady and we keep going a little higher, even a little higher, I'd even say up to the resistance levels. Let me just show you something here. I don't often show this, but it's there. Chapman Wave Instant, this is the late Herb Bruin did this for me. It's automated based on the stochastic and the MACD. It's called Chapman Wave Projections. And you can see each one of these. The black one is resistance. The red one is support. Look at those fantastic support levels. Look at that, how each one held. And then on the way up, each one of the resistance levels did become a momentary pullback, but then it went higher. Look, each one of these, momentary pullback, then it goes higher. And now you've got 42,515 and 43,176 as the higher one. So I'm not getting in the way. I'm just saying 9's over the 14, prices over the 9. So far, this is acting really well. We did have some insurance. We got stopped out for a 1.6% loss and a 3 times long. I mean, to have such a tiny stop, I wanted that. We can always get back in. It just seemed to me that there was enough residual strength for me not to get in the way and just say, look, let it play out. We can always go back to the short side. We're still long, 3 times long, the Dow itself, just not messing around with that. So we had some insurance and a different instrument, the S&P, and now we're out of that. So let's get back to this. So I'm finished with the Dow to say a move to the 42,500s over the next few days. I'd say to subscribers, 100-point close on the upside. It could be cumulative, it could be over a couple of days, but 100-point move. But I didn't want just a spike and a pullback. It needs to be a close. So 100 points worth of closes above where we closed yesterday, the 42,120s. That would suggest that we are going to keep going higher. Any pullback, 100 points lower, meaning at about 42,000, let's just say under 42,000 in the very short term, says, failure pattern. So it's a very simple thing. Now let's go on real quickly. S&P right now is pulling back and is down 10 points at 5,708. You know, in the scheme of things, this is nothing. A 10-point, a 20-point, 30-point pullback or rally, when you're up at these prices, 5,708, it's really not very much. So what's really important is there's a chance that I've got a down arrow here in the weekly chart, an up arrow here. I'm very close to deciding that's the way it is. And this is actually a leg B, not an F, but a leg B in the weekly chart. That is really powerful. It says there's a good chance on a worst-case basis you probably don't take out the low that was made the week of the 6th of September of 5402. Let's call it 5400. But in fact, you do pull back. If you do pull back, but you then go on to higher highs. Isn't that? It's hard to believe that we've got an election coming up in what, 6 weeks or something? Good grief. Something's going on here. This is the least amount of information out there. All right, I'll be back. Now it's up to S&P's down 11.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
All right, folks, so let's just go on. We've got the QQQ. The QQQs are trading low. Time is 20 past, right? 18 past. So the QQQs are down $1.50 at 481.55. It's just kind of stalling. It's not breaking down. It's not breaking up. It's certainly not leading. So the QQQs are stuck. I still believe that they're going to go to a leg D. And that's going to be very important. That'll be into the 503, 505 area. Let's go on to the IWM. The IWM is coming back a little bit here. It's up 21 cents at 220.97, holding quite well. All the technicals are pretty good, but the price isn't behaving well. But it has gotten to the leg D in that exact time frame of the W formation that I said should have an equal time match to this particular high, and that was the high of this candle, not the high of 228.63, but the very next session, the high was 224.89, and on the 18th of September, we went to 224.94. So that's done its job, and now it's just taking a bit of a breather. The weekly chart is still acting quite well. So look, this is a peak C. This is a gray A because underneath that peak C. This is I'm not going to change the color right now. This is a gray B, and we'll see what happens if it's able to get to 228.64. And then that starts leg D in the monthly chart for the IWM, the Russell 2000. Let's go to the SMHs. SMHs are up about 89 cents at 239.82, just kind of stuck. I mean, that's the clue to me that we've got a little bit of a problem here going out a couple of weeks, because if the semis aren't leading to the upside, they're not breaking down, they're not breaking up, they're just kind of stuck. That just says to me, not everything's in sync. Aha, but wait a minute. Look what's happened to high-grade copper. High-grade copper is soaring up 12 cents at 4.47. Look what's happening at crude oil. It's not fantastic, but it definitely has come off the 64 low to get to today's high of 72.40. leg C, and the 9-period moving average did cross positive. Look what's happened in URNM, uranium, URNM, uranium up strongly. This is a new recovery high from August. So now we're up at, this is a brand new A, and this is a brand new B, or is it a continuation pattern, E/C? And what I always do is I immediately go E/B, and then I take my time to assess. You've got the arch formation that became a beautiful cup formation. You're above for the second session. Two out of three sessions, if you're above the arch high, that's really positive. You're testing the 200-period moving average, so uranium is doing very nicely. It's got a horrible weekly chart going from the 60 area down to the 37s, and now it's at 46 in a leg A. There's a brand new, no, it's the same thing. Oh, I didn't check. Did this test? That's 37 round number low, 37.45. Yep, this is a continuation pattern. So let me draw the pattern in, because we just saw it in the other chart that I was featuring, which of course by now I can't remember what it was because I've been doing so many charts here. But look, this is a pattern. This is a very positive pattern. Look at that. Oh, that's right. That was the high-grade copper. So look at this. Here's uranium. So this is now leg B in the weekly chart. Oh, a long way to go for that 9-period moving average to cross positive, but it's a big D with the 9-period moving average never turning down. So this is still a continuation pattern in the spot uranium miners ETF. Lovely chart. Let's go to, just for the moment, back to crude oil. Look, crude oil, leg C, and that is a little different in the sense that, look, let me just do this right here. So here's your big arch formation. The low that was made in the continuous contract of the week of the 15th of December at 61.98 was at 64.04 has held. So this is almost like a continuation pattern. Now it's got to get through the what was the support level, inside track support. Now it's a resistance. So it's a work in progress. And that just says to me that crude oil needs a lot of work to be able to really shine and become a leader. This is just a bounce. And now I want you to go to silver. Silver is trading nicely. It had made a peak D. It's down from the high of today, but it's still up 14 cents at 31.22, having a high-level consolidation, looking good. It has, well, the weekly chart last week broke the Chapman Wave inside track resistance level, which is now, hopefully, it's going to become, let me just get this exactly right. That's an E right there. So there's your line. So because of that line, it definitely broke it quite decisively. Yeah, and today and this week, it's tested the line. So silver's acting well. I think it will still go to a leg D into the 34s in the next month or two. And now it's at 31 to 23 right now. I want to go to bonds. Look at this. Bonds, look at that weekly chart. The weekly chart made that peak D. This is your cup and a kind of a handle pattern which says, oh, let me draw it in, because this is the kind of pattern I always look at. And it's not one of my favorite patterns. There we go. And now you've got yourself a little bit of a handle at a peak D. And that just says, watch this closely, because if bonds take out this support level, this trend line support right here, they're trading bonds right now, trading at 124.22 30 seconds. Yeah, very sensitive mouse here. There you go. So if bonds close under 123, and they're at 124 and 23 30 seconds right now. The TBT, look at the corresponding line right here. The TBT today has the 9-period moving average crossing positive, and that just says the yields have been holding well and are starting to move back up. And the Fed is talking about down, and the market is saying, Fed, woohoo. Mr. Powell, I don't think you've noticed, but we are rallying. Gray A right now because none of the technicals are really that strong. All right, so we've got that going on. So what's happening to Toll Brothers? Toll Brothers, if I can press the right button. Oh, I've got all these questions coming in, and I'm busy talking away here. TOL, Toll Brothers makes almost a new all-time high. Unbelievable. You know, you have to look at the charts because all the technicals were very, very strong for Toll and Lennar and the HGX, the Philadelphia Housing Index, and that just says, I don't care what you're saying, I'm going to all-time highs. Hey, that's the way it is. Oh, all I can say is when this resolves one day, when we finally get, here in Newton, Massachusetts, called the Garden City, we haven't had a move in housing like we had back in the 70s and the 80s, and then in the 90s with the bank crisis, where housing prices actually dropped 30 to 40% or even 50% in some cases. We've seen nothing even close to that. So the normal sequence is that it does happen every 5-10 years, and we haven't seen it for quite a while. So I'll be back in a moment. The Dow is up actually 25, S&P's down 12. A little divergence, that's what we're looking at, digestive phase.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Folks, we're back. Dow's up 19, S&P down 13. So look at this, DB Agricultural Fund. I keep talking about this darn thing. We've had it since 13, but we've not added to it. Taking a little bit off. And here it is, at 26.07, almost at its yearly high. It's acting so well. That's because the grains. Look, I mentioned this the other day. Look, W. Oops. So it's in a leg C. And you've got, let's go to wheat, continuous contract, W, there it is. Yep, made a peak C, and now it's trying to go for leg D. Look at the soybeans, very strong move, brand new AB, brand new leg C. Look at the corn, struggling a little bit. It's got an alternate count C, E/C, more like a C, but it's way off the bottom that was in the 380s, and here it is at 414. So that's really helping. Now, a couple of things I wanted to do, and I just wanted to go back to the futures for a moment. Back to the futures. See this building, this rectangle, trying to build strength to move higher when the stochastic is flat at 55, but the MACD is moving up, and the price is just holding steady. You've got to consider that has the chance to be building some kind of momentum to the upside, but you won't know in this case until the E-mini is trading the 5772 area. It's at 5763. It's about 9 points higher. So that's a long way to go. In the meantime, it's just going sideways. Okay, so now we want you to do this just quickly. FXI. The FXI is the, going to FXI in the 1 minute chart. I did not need it in the 1 minute chart. I needed it in my daily, weekly, monthly. This is the daily, weekly, monthly coming up right now. So you've got FXI trading at this point up 1.77 at 29.45. Huge gap up. Look at this. Peak C1, C2, C3. And then I said, watch this closely, because if it breaks to the upside, could become that this is the end of a move, and this is a brand new move, or it's a D. But if the higher it goes, the less chance it is that it's a D. So this is a gray A right there, and I have to consider this is a B, a brand new B, and it's a new leg D in the weekly chart. Oh my, this is really strong. I'd say that it's looking quite good. It's looking more than quite good. Well, the month is, we've still got a week to go. So what is the date? So today is the 20. Yep, we've got exactly a week, less than a week. Monday is the end of the month. Yeah, so this is so far acting really well. I said I would look at XPEV. Oh, was that for two people or one? XPEV. Oh, for a couple of people happened to ask me about that. I said that if this is an instant restart, this is exactly what we're talking about in the Dow, and then it pulls back underneath that low of the D, you got to consider that that's a failure pattern. So far, this is not a failure pattern. This is a leg A, G/B, C, and this is a leg D. And I said that this is starting to act very well. How it breaks above the 200-period moving average is going to be important. Look at it. It's using it as a springboard. The weekly chart, I have to do this. So many charts. It's fascinating how the lows of April, many of them, look, 655, and this is 660. 655, 60. Oh, so this is AB. So let me just draw this in. Remember, this is the one I was thinking of. In the arch formation, this is a double arch. When it takes out the left side arch high for 2 out of 3 bars, this is a weekly chart, so it's going to take a while. And it makes a cup formation. That's very powerful. So this is, let me just do this right now. This is the start because the stochastic's at 83, so this is now a buy mode. It's in a leg A, goes to a peak A. A leg B, and it's gray because at that point the stochastic was very weak. Then under it, it has a gray A. That doesn't matter. Then under it has even another, and now it goes to a B. So far, this is a B. If it goes 1 penny above this high of 10.47, on the 24th week of the 24th of May. Chapman Inc. designs, develops, and manufactures smart EVs. Does that for 2 out of 3 weeks. That is very powerful. So it's got a little way to go. And the monthly chart is just horrible. Remember, we spoke about this. Even the weekly chart's horrible, except for the last 2 weeks, which is very strong. So this is acting very nicely. That's Chapman. I don't know how to pronounce it. Next question was KWED. KWED. Okay. Let's just go back to see what the question was. Queb. KW. Didn't I just type that? KWED. B or D? B. Well, if you write the wrong symbol. China Internet ETF. Look, here's the rectangle formation. This is the same rectangle formation that we were exactly the same that we're looking at the E-mini. Right here. Look, same thing. Rectangle. Going nowhere for the moment. And that's the monthly. We're looking at a 1 minute chart on the left. And all of a sudden on the right here, in the monthly chart of China Internet ETF Queb, KWEB, trading up $1.842907. It's just stuck in that middle range. But look at the weekly chart. Made a peak C, pulls back very sharply, holds the left side low, and now it's in a brand new. And what I have to do is, this is your starting point, right? So I'll circle it right here. And that means every peak above gets counted. Not the first one, because the bar that makes the low cannot be the high. It has to make a trough. And from the trough, you can start counting. So there's ABC. Wasn't a failure pattern because it hasn't broken the left side low in the 22s. It's trading at 29 right now. So even this gets counted. That's an A, gray A, and a gray B, gray beard. Okay, and this here on the daily is brand new. That was a failure pattern. So that's a brand new A, underneath it, another A, another A. This is a B. And this is a leg C. Gaps up huge to a leg C. This is very positive. Got a lot of gap to fill. So if it's a 29.05 in the next, today's Tuesday, if by Thursday, let's go to Friday. If by Friday it hasn't broken 28.20 low, but in fact makes a higher high, that is very positive. All right, hope that helped you. Next question was Baba. Wow, a lot of Chinese action today. So Baba started at that, went to a peak F right there. Peak F. Starts a brand new buy signal to buy mode. You know, when you're looking back, you can't be wrong. Everything is just perfect. It's like when people give these courses, I always say, you got to do it live because that tells you have no idea what the future is going to be, and you're either right or you're wrong. In this particular case, you got your leg D. Big gap up at 95.23, up 5.17 in Baba. Alibaba doing nicely in the daily and the weekly. Leg D in the weekly chart, and you've got a leg C in the monthly. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman. Dow's down 5, S&P down 16. We'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Hi, I was asked about Global X MLP ETF. It's a midstream pipeline and storage ETF. So that was, that didn't go to, okay, sorry, I made a mistake. So I have to consider that this is an F and a top, because that did not go negative in the 200 period, in the 914, but this one did. So, okay. So the question, I don't even know what the question is. The question is, I think, just, can I look at it? Okay. So this is very interesting. So I've been looking at these oil refiners, all the companies that represent anything to do with oil, because oil's been coming down, and you've got the whole Middle East thing going on. At some point, I suspect that oil is going to have a Mideast crisis rally. When and where, I don't know. But the fact that the crude oil itself has come down so sharply says there's still quite a lot of oil available. Okay. So, and we just had the consumer report. I'm with you, dude. It said something about it was anticipated to be 100 and something, and it came in at 80, 89. I can't find it right now. We should prepare for the reignition of inflation. Yeah, all right. Well, I can't find it right now, but thank you for that report. So it was anticipated over 100, and it came in under it. And he said that he still thinks it's too high. That the consumer, I should find the exact thing. I'm not prepared for that. Okay. What a pity. Okay, I saw it. I have somebody. Okay, coming in. And whoa, it was right there. I just can't find it right now. but I think you said this is consumer, was it optimism? All right, I can't find it. Sorry about that. Or maybe you can just retype it. Anyway, it's still very high. So I don't hear it when I'm hearing reports and people what they're saying about inflation, etc. But anyway, with that said, what we're looking at is what do I do now? So I would say at 48.26, I think you've got very low risk. You've got time more than anything else. So you could start your position at 48.26, but just a starter position, I'd have to give it at least, you got a dividend, I'm sure, but I'd give it at least 2 points leeway until it can get to the 48.82. I'd prefer 49, but 48.82, you could raise that stop to about 1.25, even a point would be fine. So that's what I'd be looking at, because it's going to be a sudden move to the upside. Right now, it's more sideways than anything else, with slightly higher highs. After the big move up, it's been slightly higher highs and certainly higher lows. Okay. With that said, I want you to get to UNG. UNG's had a really nice move. It's up at a peak D right now if there's no new recovery high at 15.97. I spoke about this the other day. This is the one that I spoke about that said 2 closes over the arch high, and it's on the left side, right side price time match, and that'll be very good action. Weekly chart has still got a lot of work to do before the 9 period goes positive. Monthly chart is just horrible. But in the meantime, what we are looking at is some move up is doing very nicely. And it's got key support in the 1520 to 1510 area on the shorter term. Now, I just want to look at this because I was about to do something. Yeah, so the 200, so the E-mini, remember that rectangle that I drew in? Well, it's trying to get to the 57.70 level to be able to test it. But it did cross positive in the 9-period moving average. The MACD's expanded. Stochastics at 74, not at 80%, but is moving up. So you can see that what's happening here. And one of the reasons why we had a very tight stop on our little insurance that we had, 3 times long, the S&P, I said, if we get stopped out, that's fine, because it either works right here or it doesn't. And that's this whole thing that I'm talking about. What do we do next? Look at this. The Dow, you've got your instant restart, and it's still holding very nicely. It's up 57 at 42,181, and all the technicals are very strong, except the unbalanced volume right here, the blue line, is a little bit overbought. All right? If you're looking at the S&P, even here, where it's stalling out for the last 3 sessions since it made that new all-time high. It hasn't done it today. But all it's doing is kind of taking a breather. So I'm not that negative at this particular point. You've got stocks like a Caterpillar that's just screamed to the upside. Here it is at an all-time high as we speak at 383.33, having hit 389.43. I mean, that is not a negative. And look at the weekly chart. Is this a brand new B, or is it a continuation pattern of that peak D at 382.01 back in April? Look, there's the low. That was, if you take out the low of 220, that's very negative. So this could be a continuation pattern, or it could be a brand new one, and we don't have to do anything. Well, first of all, we don't have this, even though I spoke about it for ages. We haven't got it. E/B. And what is this, a G in a monthly chart? It's hardly ever that tops are made at G's in the monthly chart. So there's a good chance that this is now a G/C for Caterpillar. And that goes together, I'm sure, with PAVE. Let's look at PAVE. PAVE. You can see, I'm not looking at this as, this is not a very negative phase we're in right now. Oh, the breather that I'm talking about, this could be part of the rotation, and some of the stocks like a Microsoft is going to struggle a little bit here, not making all-time highs, but having good rallies, then giving back some, then trying again. But look at this. This is a D/E. This is almost an instant restart, almost like the Dow PAVE, the Global X Infrastructure and Development ETF, all-time highs as we speak. So this is that an F? I don't think there's an F. I think there's an instant restart. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm putting in an F for now, and I'm coming back to this tomorrow. Global X, because there's quite a lot to discuss, with an instant restart, and then you make a lower low. I've got a whole bunch of things. It's going to give you a scenario going into 2025 based on PAVE. All right, so I like what I'm seeing right now. CRT, whoever asked that, I just grabbed the CRT. CRT is cross timber, is it? Yeah, that's a very nice move. At 10.16, it has support at 9.50s, and if it can get to 10.23 in the next couple of days, it should try to head for the 11s. I'll be back.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry August 9th and 23rd for more live trading action. For this month only, use code LarryAug24 at checkout to save $50 off your first month as a subscriber to Live Trading Fridays for his live trading sessions, where you'll sit right beside him as he trades the market live. For this month only, enter code LarryAug24 and save $50 off your first month. For all the information and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, let me just sum things up as I see it right now. So we're looking at, let me just do this. I got a couple of questions that I didn't finish. Let me just do this. So Tesla, we're looking at it way back at the 103 level, and saying Tesla, if it's able, we're right there, I believe. I said if it can rally to this resistance level and then maybe pull back and hold the 200-period moving average, how it goes after that is going to be important. So yeah, it is in a brand new leg C. MACD is good, relative strength is good, stochastics at 90%. So this is doing very nicely. So this is a gray A, gray B, and a gray C underneath that previous C. 1 penny above this high of July the 12th, 271.00 round. Remember that round number high right there? 1 penny above starts a weekly leg D and then it goes to another gray leg B in the monthly chart. It's starting to improve a lot. So, okay, as it stands right now, we did have just some insurance. We took it off. Well, we got stopped out for about a 1.6% loss. So we've kept our core long positions. So far, things are holding very nicely. I can't complain about what I'm looking at. Most importantly, we've got this rotation. You remember, even gold starts a big move up, and then silver plays catch up. And then gold stalls just for a moment, and then silver plays catch up. And that's kind of what we're doing. Look, yeah, we are in the industrials. You've got Caterpillar leading the way, helping a Microsoft, which is pulling back. Look at this. Here's Microsoft. I made a peak C. It's pulled back. Monthly chart has this high that was made at a peak E. We did a 1-to-1 expansion. It did that. I should mention we've been long since 338. It's trading at 428 right now. But most importantly, we've got this rotation that's going on. We saw that in the commodities where all of a sudden now copper's catching up to the grain. So I'm wrapping it up. I'm saying we'll be back with Tom later on today. Check out my opening call daily newsletter. Had some really nice positions. And I will see you later today, otherwise tomorrow.